video for you today on my updated brow routine. I did put a brow routine up last summer, but things are very, very different now with the way that I do my brows versus the way that I did them then. Like, they're not Instagram brows now. I don't want to say they're natural because, like, nobody comes out of the womb with these eyebrows. It's definitely a more natural look than I used to do, and I use pretty much the same products, but I use different techniques. That's what I'm here with for you today, so I hope you enjoy. Basically, I'm just gonna bake right now while I'm doing my brows, so that's why you see this white streak right here. So the first thing I like to do is take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and depending on the color that I want my brows that day, I will take a Brow Wiz that is in the next lightest shade. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just completely outline my brows with the Brow Wiz into the shape that I want. If you start plucking your eyebrows all the way out here and you leave this whole space without any hair, it's gonna make your nose look wider. I like to bring my brow in just a teeny tiny bit more than where it naturally grows in. You'll notice I actually overline my brow just a little bit. I don't necessarily follow the natural line where the hair grows in. It's hard for me to talk and do this at the same time, so I'll just start doing it and you can watch. And that is the base for the bottom of the brow. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the top, but I'm not going to start my pencil all the way in here because I like this area to be a bit more ombre, and you'll see me do that in just a minute. So what I like to do is start right about here. Once I hit my natural arch, that's when I start bringing the pencil down like this, very lightly. You'll notice, once again, I'm not going all the way up to the top of the brow on the front. I'm just going to take what I have at the bottom, work it upward and outward. Next, I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow, and this is in the shade Soft Brown. This has pretty much been my go-to color lately. My eyebrows and my hair color are pretty versatile when it comes to what I can do with my brows, but I've really been liking this one a lot lately, so I'm going to work this into my brows. My favorite pencil to use is the MAC 263. It is a very angled brush. I like it better than any other eyebrow brush that I have tried. And one important thing to remember when you're doing your eyebrows is the angle of your brush. You don't want it to point up like this or down like this, really. You want it to be straight on, and that's really going to help you get a really smooth line. If you have your brush angled too much, you may notice a bit more bumpy of a line. So by holding it straight, you'll get it more crisp. If you're using Dipbrow, one way to make it last longer is cover it up in between doing your brows. Put the lid back on because it can dry out really fast. So this is the product we have so far. No one is expected to get their brows perfectly shaped on the first attempt. I mean, if you do, then I don't like you. But anyway, if you feel like maybe the edges are a little bit messy and you'd like to clean them up, one thing you can do is take your concealer on a concealer brush and just use that to shape the edges and clean up any uneven lines and make them more neat looking. If you don't have a concealer that's dark enough, you can always go back in with your foundation. Today I use this Nars All Day Luminous Weightless foundation, and I'm going to use a little bit of this to help clean up my brows. And of course, you don't want to just leave it as is. You'll want to take a brush or your finger and just lightly blend that out. One thing I like to do just to clean up the inner corner is take this chromographic pencil from MAC. This is in the color NC15 NW20. Is just take that and run a small line just under this inner corner of my brow. And I'm just going to smooth that out real quick. The reason I like to do that is because this area for me is kind of dark, like it's easy for me to get shadows right here, so by using a slightly lighter color right there, it's going to help bring the light to that area. Once I have both brows filled in to my satisfaction, I will always follow it up with clear brow gel. Now I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. That is going to wrap up today's video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new today. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, and I'll see you next time. Bye!